Hello friends, Those Back Pages here. I hope you're well. In this episode we're going to talk about a variety of different things. What I'm going to do is probably show off some more Mike Trout cards. I do have a probably should have taken that out first, but I do have a Z-Folio that I'm going to try to do a little overhead and show you some of the pages. I haven't looked at it in a while, so it'll be cool to look at it and experience that together. What I did want to say is I want to stress the importance of a couple of things. First is, and these are things I've said before, but they bear repeating. The first thing is to go ahead and make content. I can't reiterate that enough. Make content, especially if you have children or nieces or nephews, whoever it may be. Go ahead and make content. It's important. How they say, when something's on the internet, it's on the internet forever. And that doesn't always have to be a bad thing. It doesn't have to be a bad thing it's on the internet. It doesn't have to be a bad thing. So go ahead and make some content. Get yourself out there. I get it. It's difficult for most of us. In the beginning, I was very uncomfortable with it. Now I'm very comfortable with it. I don't have a problem. I won't sing. I'll spare you guys that. I can't sing. But, I've spouted some lyrics here and there. But that's not the point. The point is to get yourself out there. Get yourself on record, wherever you want to look at it. Give your kids something to view, this year, 50 years from now, your grandkids, whoever it may be, great-grandkids, oh, that's what Pop liked to do. Whatever it may be. I mean, you get the image. You get the picture. You just want to have something that, and especially for us older guys who, were collecting way back when, before all of this fancy schmancy stuff. So it's good to have it out there, and I just feel it's important. And again, it's difficult. It does get easier the more you do it, I promise. And I understand I have some friends that can't put themselves on camera for work purposes, whatever it may be. But, at the very least, get your voice out there. Just get it heard. Hey, this is what I like. The basics. But, maybe sit down and think about a video you can make that, somebody would like to see in your someone in your family tree would like to see in 50 years, because it'll be out there. You may not be around any longer, but the video will be around, and whoever wants to enjoy it can enjoy it anytime they want, just by going to YouTube. So there was that. And another thing I wanted to reiterate is how important the community is. Whether it be here on YouTube, social media, Facebook, Twitter, message boards, wherever it may be. It really is it really adds. I get it. Everybody wants to get their card and get this, get that. It really, really is important to, form those bonds over the years. I've got close friends that I speak to almost on a daily basis that I've met through the show. Two of them I met at the show in 2012, and one of them, Dustin, he and I have been roommates at the show every year since. It's a great friendship that I'm very, very grateful for. And, I'm not going to do a roll call of names. I mean, you know who you are. I will do one more shout out of a name of a friend of mine who's just getting his channel started, pretty much. Kelvin, my friend Kelvin Baez, he's the one that he gifted me the stand that's holding my phone while I'm recording this. He's just a great guy, and we talk a lot and bounce ideas off each other. And when I say the community is great, it's just the community is always looking, you know, you make more friends, the more people you know, the better off you are. He had actually pulled the card that's in here. He had shown himself, and actually another friend of ours, Bruce, who you'll see. I have a care package from him. I actually filmed the other day, and I'm gonna include it in here with a bunch of other clips that, you know, I will explain in a minute. But so he had ripped a couple packs, and he showed his goods, and I said, well, you know, what would you need for the card that's in here? And knowing Kelvin, is probably it's probably not just one card. So I do want to open this on camera and see what's going on, just because, you know, you get to know your people, and you get to, and I do believe this is a Project 2020 original bubble mailer bag, but I cannot be yeah, see, there's the card, and then, you know, see, it even says it right on the package. So let's just take a quick look at these. So we've got the spacer, which is always good. Can't have enough spacers, right? Okay. Oh, none today. Green. Boy, I'm really doing bad with the images. None green. Mosaic. Maselli. DeAndre Hunter. Carson Edwards. PJ Washington. Oh, Taco debut. Culver. Tyler Hero. Making a mess over here. Another Hero. Oh, there we go. Got game LeBron James. Love it. Vince Carter, USA. Oh, there we go. There we go. My boy Luca. Second year Mosaic. Ty Jerome. Jason Hayes. And I can't pronounce that guy's name. Again, thank you, sir. You are a scholar and a gentleman. And let me show off that card before I forget. This was the card in question. And since it's not going to look like anything on this front-facing camera, I'll just show it off. It is I don't know, Andy, this is for my friend Andy. You know, the greatest name on YouTube, sheep bonding with refractors. He knows what this is. It's numbered on the back out of 15, which obviously is not going to show up in this crappy front-facing camera, but I will try to show this off better in a second when I flip it around and try to show that Mike Trout album. So let me cut this off here, and I'll be back in a second. Alright, here's a little care package from my friend Bruce. I have no idea what's in it. He said I wanted to send you a care package. Since he had my address anyway, there was no saying no. Thank you in advance, Bruce. He said I could open it live on video. So let's go ahead and rip this open. The address, his and mine, are on the other side, so let's not cut ourselves, and let's let's open this properly. Boys and girls, try to cut away from yourself when using a blade. You can see how flimsy these flat rate boxes are. Alright. Let's see what we got inside. Alright. That's my name. Let's grab the scissors. Thank you again, Bruce, for your friendship and fine discussions over the years. So let's see what's in here. Plenty of bubble wrap. I don't think I can save these. No, that's not savable. Not, you know. Let's see. Let's get the scissors. Cut this carefully. Maybe. Maybe. All right. Let's see. Oh. Oh. I know exactly what that is. Wow, we had discussions about this a few years back. This is a very, very, very tough card. Aaron Judge Rookie Year Archives, 2017 Archives. This is the grayback version. There's a traditional whiteback version, and this is the grayback version. That's fantastic. Check it out, Kelvin. How great is that? All right, so now we've got a Glaber time. I see a nice Dirk on there. Let's see what else we got in here. So we've got the Orange Ice. This is the Walmart Hanger exclusive Orange Ice. It's a big card. Oh, Shoot the Thrill. Dirk from Threads. Look at that Dazzle, I think this one is called. Oh, I don't have this one. Factions, check that out. It's got Dirk and Luka and Harrison Barnes, but this might be the only card that has Dirk and Luka on it together. It's from Status, which is popular now. Here's a Panini Complete gray variation. I think these were one per pack, kind of like the Big League orange are now. Here's another Dazzle. Freedom for three-point shooting. And a Sweet Revolution. Just a great card. Some of the best base cards out there, especially low end. Man, that's just fantastic. These are fantastic additions to the collection, Bruce. Thank you so much, sir. I will now message you and thank you again. Just check that out. The grayback. Sweet All Rise. Rookie Year variation. Alright, let's try this out. I eliminated the overhead. The overhead light that I usually have on, that usually screws it up and leaves that weird looking reflection ring from the light. So let's start off with the sweet gift that I just tried to show off. Maybe I can capture some of the true shine on this thing. Is just fantastic. And there you can see on the back maybe not. There it is. 14 of 15. So again, I'll enjoy that before I pass that along to Andy for his fantastic Russell Westbrook collection. If you've not seen it, or you don't know who She Blinded Me with Refractors is, the greatest name in the history of sports card YouTube sports card. Well, there you go. So I will now show off, or try to here, as the camera shakes, but some nice Mike Trout cards. Big fan of the atomic refractors. You know, just these are just so shiny. I mean, I can try to just take a look at that. I mean, you get it in the right light. It's just fantastic. These are all from Bowman's Best over the years. I'm not going to go over each year individually, but. And then here we have Sapphire 18, which is just such a nice, rich-looking blue. Here's the 17. I have the 16 and the 19. The 16 is graded. It's somewhere else right now. And there's a Bowman's Best, which is just a fantastic looking card. Let's see. Here we have. This was from the show last year. I can't believe. Still sad about there not going to be any show this year. I know they're saying December, but here's another, just a fantastic. Just so much shine, guys. Just so much shine. There's a Living. Topps Gold border. No, not border, but Topps Gold. Here's a 13 refractor that I'm proud to own. I don't have a graded copy, but I can live with that shine. Here's a cool one from the 15 Anaheim Angels team set. You can see I much prefer the not only horizontal but batting photo versus his regular 2015 flagship has him sliding, into third base. Silver pack here. It's just super shiny. Let's see what's on this page. See, there's the 15 foil. That's what the base card looks like. Rainbow foil is very underappreciated. These are actually all, well, that's a silver, and then they have a gold. Stop shaking the camera. Oh, I forgot about this. It's true, JT. I forgot I had a raw one as well. Mike Trout Prism rookie. This one I knew I had raw. Here's a 14 silver. Just a fantastic, that's, look at that. Look at that etching. Boom, like lightning. Just incredible. Some 15 color here. Mojo to silver. 17 silver from the Chronicles. 18 release? I don't remember exactly. These are from the Chronicles, yeah. So I guess these are too? No, that's the year before. So this is 17, and then this is from 18 Chronicles, which has been blowing up. Just has some incredible shine to it. Just look at that. Almost hypnotizes you. Again, I like red. Red Trout cards are just fantastic with the team colors. Here's an Obsidian, super shiny. Some optic hollows, which, after basketball and football took off, I'm sure these have taken off as well. They were not. I picked a bunch of these up at the show. Nothing was more than $5. Let's see. Just a base chrome, base 13 chrome, First year of Big League Gold border, which they eliminated and made them orange now. And I think that's it. Yeah, I got some work to do on this Z folio, but you know, there's a silver hollow, gold border, and silver hollow. One thing real quick, today I was able to go see my family members, a lot of them, not all of them obviously, and it was a great time. I had a great time. I unplugged from the internet for a while, and I went to my dad's house. It's probably about 45 minutes away, but on the way there I said to myself, it's my old stomping ground where I used to live. I said, well, you know, why not just get some video footage of the places that I used to live, you know, for, you know, posterity's sake, or get them on the record, just have them on video, have them out there like I mentioned earlier. So I went around and 4 different places I used to live. Yeah. And I've talked about them before here on the channel. I think all of them. Yeah, I think I talked about all the places I'm gonna show you clips of now. So if that's something that interests you, great. If that isn't, then you know, you can feel free to click off at any time. Thanks. This is incredible. This building here was the first place that I lived with my mom, her friend Candy, her best friend Candy, and her best friend's son John. We had the upstairs, we had the first floor apartment with the basement included. I've spoken of that before, but it's incredible that this building is still here, you know, and this is where I experienced the blackout in '77, where I sat alone in the dark with my Hess truck. But it had driveway on both sides. We used to throw 45s off the roof, right up there. That yellow house was there. I remember that yellow house. And then across the street there was a church with a big parking lot. But that's gone now. It was a huge parking lot. I think you could see one of the driveways here. I don't remember. I think the other side of the driveway was over here, yeah. So you would go in one way and out the other. Huge parking lot. This where this house is was just a huge parking lot. And now they're building some kind of housing, I would guess. But take a look inside. Can't really see much, just building. But it's just incredible that this is still here. Literally, the double and the single, same way it was. Many hours playing on these sidewalks, playing in this hallway, taking the styrofoam and rubbing it against the brick to make snow. I just can't believe it's still here. With everything else that you've seen has changed. And this used to be a Great Bear. Might still be, actually. It was, you know, it was gated all the way, had a real gate up that didn't open. But, you know, and it was all grown over. There was no garage there or anything. It was just grown over with weeds and stuff like that. Yeah, it still says Great Bear. Yeah. Yeah, still says Great Bear. Yeah, I think it used to be orange on the front, but you get the picture. Wow, I can't believe this place is still here. You know, now we're talking 40 plus years ago, and it looks pretty much the same. The apartment building does anyway. So, as I said, I lived here with John and Candy and my mom. So we get, either we got kicked out or the basement apartment was no longer available. I don't remember. But then we moved to the place I'm about to show you next. Okay. After we got kicked out of that place, this was the next place we came. John and Candy lived on the 6th floor up there. And then my mom and I lived right here, this corner apartment. This was her room, and that was my room. The bathroom, the living room. Can't really see much here. Hasn't changed a whole lot. I used to go up on the roof, throw stuff off. That's all new. Those apartment buildings are the same. Those houses are the same. I remember those, playing out here on the street. Playing on the roller skating here on the sidewalk, playing hockey. Lots of memories. Roller skates with 4 wheels. All this stuff seems to be pretty much the same. It's old. Faded. Used to be white. Stereotypical Queens apartment buildings with apartments in it. Affordable rent. Stuff like that. Alright. Next up, I'm going to go to the place where I lived with my grandparents after my mom passed away. This is pretty incredible. This is the 150th place, like I've spoken about before. The house is still there. The door is still red. But everything else is pretty, like all the trees are pretty overgrown. It's strange. I've been here longer than the other place that either I'll show before this or after, but that the fence in front of this place is new. But I guess it's because I'm an adult now. I'm old. If I was younger, than when I lived here, than in the place I'll show. I'll probably just show it. I'll try to show it in order. So the place I'll show after, I'm filming in reverse, but the place I'll show after this place just seems smaller than it used to be. Like, those windows there on the bottom is where I told the Ricky Henderson 82 top story, where the card sat on the windowsill and faded from the sun after being there for a few months, I think it was. incredible that these houses are still here. Not a lot has changed after all these years. I haven't lived here, moved out of here in 1987. But it's still pretty much the same, a little more overgrown. That well has been there forever. Just incredible. Used to play street hockey right in there. All right. Very quiet here. Yeah, that white cement house has been there forever. This house over here is always yellow. Used to have a kid named Kelvin that lived there, a Yankee fan, in the 80s, which was rare, especially here. But yeah, it's just so weird to see that door has always been red. See, that used to be the house. Well, it used to be a typical brick two-family house, and that's where I used to. This is the last place I lived in Queens. This house here is still the same, but and those houses down there, same. But everything else on the other side of the street is totally changed. Obviously, I think I've mentioned it before. This house used to be, your stereotypical two-story, two-family, essentially, brick house over here. And then there was an empty lot next to it that I used to play sport, wiffle ball and touch football and everything next to it. So it was the house and then an empty plot. So it was essentially two plots. Like this building is the same. That's all the same. I mean, obviously those porches and stuff have changed a little bit, but so there was my house, the empty lot, and then a couple other old style traditional two-family houses all the way down to the end, which they obviously have removed them all. And then you see what we have here today. It's a lot brighter on. There used to be more trees. There were trees in the front yard, and they tore all those down. It's a lot more crowded as well. Like they redid the sidewalks over there and everything. That's all changed. I don't think anything is still original. This apartment complex is the same, much like this one. But everything else is pretty much new. Shea used to be right down there. You could see it because, like I said, the house was here, and I lived on the second floor. And you look out the window, and you could see Shea, you could see Arthur Ashe Stadium, then Louis Armstrong. Pretty sure you could see the Twin Towers. I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember that much. But I mean, I haven't been here in quite a few years. But everything is, like I said, everything has changed. except those are the same. If you could see those poles with laundry strings coming across, those were always there with the growth on it. That is pretty funny because that's still original. Well, not original, but that was there, you know. Same thing with this one here was also there. You could see the clothes line running across, so people would put their clothes out and let them dry. You know, maybe this patch of dirt / grass is the same, but hard to tell. There's the globe from the World's Fair, you can see. Right there. Even better rainbow. Stronger, faster, better. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's episode. I'm very appreciative of you spending your time with me, telling my stories and things. Remember to always be kind, keep learning, share your knowledge, and cherish your collection.